Hey everyone, this is David at Finish Line Factory, and I'm here with Autosport Group in Delray Beach, and behind me is their 2005 Bentley Continental GT that they have for sale. This car is powered by a 6-liter twin-turbo W12 engine, 12-cylinder engine with the cylinders in a W configuration. Generates 560 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque, and it needs every single bit of that torque to motivate its 5,181 pound curb weight. For comparison, a Dodge Charger weighs about 4,200 pounds and a Mustang weighs about 3,600 pounds. So this car is massive, it's huge, it's got leather everywhere. So I'm gonna give you a quick overview of the exterior, and then I'll take it back to the dealership and we'll do a quick overview of the interior and the different functions and luxury items that it gives you. So let's go check this out. All right, starting at the front, the styling is actually very conservative. It's very understated. Despite the fact that this car has a 0 to 60 time of 4.8 seconds, you'd actually never realize it because it just looks more stately than it does sporty. So coming around the back, has a very sporty looking fastback roofline. There you go. It's massive. The trunk is actually pretty big. Let me get the trunk open for you. Hey, where's the trunk release?
Oh, actually it's right here.
Oh, okay. I can get that open for you. Look at that. Now the trunk isn't that tall, but it's actually very deep, so you can decently fit a suitcase in there, your golf clubs. Look at that. Oh yeah, what do you have here? And you got what is it? The donut, the temporary spare tire.
It's not a donut. It's actually a full.
Wait, it's actually a.
Is it?
Oh no, it's a compact spare. Yeah. But you actually get a spare tire. A lot of cars nowadays, they're actually removing the spare tire. They're giving you run flats or they're taking the spare tire out. As a matter of fact, my Mustang doesn't even have a spare tire. They give you an air compressor, a can of Fix-A-Flat, and good luck. So that's definitely very useful to have. Coming around here, it's got huge 19-inch wheels. And I believe there are actually 6-piston brakes in the front, and no, is it? Is it 6-piston brakes in the front and 4-piston brakes in the rear? It needs that to stop, 5,000 pounds, because this car also has a top speed of 198 miles per hour. So you're gonna need all that to stop the car. Let's take a quick look at the engine. It's this latch right here. Oh, it's just a gentle pop. Did I do it right? Oh, the release is the B. Okay. Oh, geez. Look at this thing. It's huge. Oh, man. And they really stuffed it in here. There's not a single bit of wasted space. But I guess this is where the oil would go. You can't see the twin turbos, but they're down there somewhere. Oh, nice. There's the massive radiator and intercoolers and stuff like that. It's funny actually, to change the headlight bulbs, because there's hardly any space here. To change the headlight bulbs, the actual factory manual procedure is step 1 is remove the engine. But yeah, I think there's I was actually talking to a Bentley technician, and he said if you take the bumper off, there's access to get to it. Yeah. But I always thought that was a funny story.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, right. So yeah, let's take it back and.
You want me to drive it? You want to hear it start?
Oh yeah, let me hear it start. This is Howard, by the way. Howard is the sales manager.
I'm the
Marketing director.
I'm the
General manager.
I manage the generals.
He manages the generals, and the sales and the marketing. So give that a start. Look at that. It just purrs to life. Kind of hear the air suspension system working. There you go. Alright, so we're going to head back to the dealership and I'll give you guys an overview of the interior. See you. Wait, come back. I mean, wow, look at this. Is this is like wood?
Yes.
Or, look at that. I think brand new these had an MSRP of around like $250, I think, or $200. Look at that. And the carpet isn't just like carpet, it's actually very plush. I mean, like it has a thickness about that. It's about ½ an inch thick. Everything is wrapped in leather. Even the headliner is just dimpled leather. It feels really nice. So here's your controls for the, I guess that's for your garage door, lights, other stuff. Even the sun visors are wrapped in leather. Look at that. Sun visor cover is leather. Over here you got ample space. Oh, is that a phone? Not sure what this would be. Oh, the privacy handset. Okay, so this is if... I'm guessing that this is for when you're, you have the Bluetooth turned on, and you don't have to pull your phone out and turn the Bluetooth off in order to use the phone. What else do we have here? I'm guessing these are for the mirrors, or what is this for?
That's mirrors, yeah.
Yeah, it's for the mirror control. Oh, yeah, you just turn it left or right, and that controls the mirror. What else is this?
Parking brake.
Parking brake, right there, electronic parking brake. In 2005, the heated seats are actually this little dial, so you can just select from 0 to 6 exactly how much heat seating you want. So if you want 4, maybe like 4.5, I don't know, let's see. Can you select 4.5? There we go. Oh hey, we're back at the dealership. Alright, so I just wanted to give you guys a brief overview of the interior. I've actually got the key right here. So you got the laser cut key you can pop out of there. So, you know, if somebody's threatening, you can just, you know, threaten them back with your switchblade key. And you've got your lock, trunk open, unlock. I believe this may be like a panic button. And it's got the beautiful B here with the flying, whatever that is. So let's take a quick look at the interior. Starting over here, you have this beautiful wood panel on this leather console here for your door panel. Looks like you got 4-window auto down, which I will be definitely using. There's your trunk release, and that's your fuel tank release. And there's your lock and unlock. And actually, what does that do? Huh, not sure what that does. This is an interesting button. Looks like it almost implies as if it's intended to unlock to open the passenger door, but I can't, I don't get it. So, let me take a look here. So, over here you got keyless start. So as soon as you turn it on, it says ignition still on. Look at that. Please apply brake. Okay. Is somebody... This car is bizarre. Okay. So it starts playing you some music from Beethoven, I guess. But that's good. That's okay. You can play all that if he wants. I'm just here to close the door. It's a heavy door. That's a door there. And then you put the front windows down. There you go. Now, I'm not sure what these buttons do. It doesn't appear as if the rear windows go down, but I could be wrong. Maybe those are only active if you have a convertible. So, starting from the left, you've got the keyhole here, which you won't really use that much as you have the keyless start right here. but this is good if you have like any emergencies or if you need to use it for whatever reason. Here's your interior gauge brightness control, and here is the lights, which high beams are on. Turn that off. So here's the lights for the headlight control. It doesn't appear to have automatic headlights, but I suppose you could turn it there and it'll do stuff. Here's your cruise control controls. Cancel, on, off, set, raise. Over here is your volume control, radio control. It actually has voice control. I'm not sure how well it will work. Well, here's the menu. I suppose you can do different functions on the center console screen there. Actually, we zoom in on that. So you actually, I guess this is how many miles you've gone since your last refuel. Let's see. Range, distance remaining. So looks like we're kind of out of gas there. So we got a quarter tank. Maybe the engine needs to be running for it to work. Range, we got 95 miles. There we go. Nice. So what else we have? There's the speedometer. Got the fuel tank. Looks like that's the coolant temperature, and it actually gives you the actual number as opposed to just being a dummy gauge, which is definitely very much appreciated. You got the tachometer. Don't worry about the check engine light. The engine is not actually running right now. So over here you got an analog clock, and this is something I've always found a little classy about this car. Well, first off, you can direct where you want the air to go by just moving it left and right. Doesn't appear to have any up and down, but you can close the vent by pushing this button and open it back up by pulling on it, and that looks very very retro, kind of not really modern, like something from the 40s or something, like a train. It's very cool. You can also switch it between cool, hot. You can just hit that button. Now the infotainment system is not actually a touchscreen. If you hit there, it doesn't really do anything. So it's kind of like an ATM where the functions are dictated here, and then you push a button to do it. So hit accept. You can do valet mode, guest mode, whatever it may be. Control different functions, your radio. This is actually where you would control that, so you could turn the whole screen off, turn it back on. Hit the AC controls. You can manage the AC. You can make it blow harder. That would be good because it's kind of warm in here. You can also control your audio, different stations you have available. Phone. Well, telephone's not available because it's not connected to anything. From here you can see information about your trip, your map. Well, we don't have navigation on this car, so that's okay. Vehicle tells you your tire pressures, so on and so forth. Not sure what setup would do. Oh, you can just change different settings. Not a big deal. Over here is where you would do your audio controls. You can do CD, FM, Actually, this is kind of bizarre. So your presets are here, but you can't really access them while the car is in park, so it's a little difficult to get to like 6 and 5 from the driver's seat. But you can also control the tuning from here. So you do that, and it's all there. This car has an electronic parking brake. You can hit right there. And it also has you can just release it by pushing on it. It's also got the mirror controls here. So let me see if that... Yep, there you go. That's where your mirror controls are. Here is your emergency brake. You can change the damping settings. So you can have the suspension go from, let me see if I can do it, go from comfort to more sporty. Maybe do it, hit it again. I don't know. Maybe the car you know what? I bet the engine needs to be running in order for me to change the suspension settings. Here you can actually raise and lower the spoiler. So there you can... Oh, you can actually individually customize it. That's pretty cool. Here you can actually, I believe this lets you raise and lower the suspension, because this car actually has an air suspension. And here's where your heated seats would be, so let me just turn that off. Over here, you've got the ashtray and cigarette lighter, which is colored up in this beautiful red ring to let you know that you're, about to touch something that's hot. That's pretty cool. Over here, you've got center console storage, and you've got a separate phone, so that way if you are perhaps talking to someone and you don't want your passenger to listen on the conversation, you just bust out this little phone, and you can even mute it, which is a pretty nifty setup. You don't see that very often, but it's kind of reminiscent of the old car phones where the car itself had a cell phone built into it, as opposed to having your phone being driven off of your standard cell phone. And I don't believe, yep, it does go up. So both of those armrests go up to reveal the actual center console storage, which is right here. And you can keep whatever you want in there. So, alright. Over here, you got the... Oh, okay, so you can actually have let me see if we can increase the brightness in this. Okay, so you can't really see it that well, but over here is the glove box, and you actually have the CD changer in there, right there, as well as that looks like the DVD drive for the navigation right there. Try and focus on it. So, a little difficult to see, but it's there. Alright. So I think that's a pretty decent overview. And yeah, so that's the Bentley Continental GT. If you have any questions or suggestions, be sure to leave them in the comments. And yeah, if you like the video, be sure to hit like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.